Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to Light Talks Football and welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing all right today. As you can see, I'm wearing the Chelsea shirt, not next season's, but last season's, because today the Premier League fixtures for next season, 25-26 season, has been announced and has been announced about an hour ago because it's like 10 o'clock right now while I'm recording this video. So yeah, today, the 18th of June 2025 at 9 a.m., the Premier League fixtures have been announced for next season. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys Chelsea's fixtures for next season, give you my reaction to it, and what do I make of these fixtures, and you know, and let me, and then at the end of this video, I'll be telling you guys to give me your thoughts as well in the comments down below. So yeah, man. So yeah, really looking forward to this, and so yeah, it's basically not a preview or a reaction or transfer news. This is just basically Chelsea's fixtures for the Premier League for next season. I tell you what, um, these, in some months, like August, September, October, March, April, and May. There's not really that much because usually last season we get like four matches in like a month. But since Chelsea are in the Champions League for next season, that means we're gonna get less games, like three games, during because of international and choosing the Champions League. So yeah, November, December, January, and February, and also May are like three, like more than three games. The but the most fixtures for next season is December, and there's six of them. And we're gonna get into those in just a minute. And there's particularly one where I'm so confused because we have to play the same team in the same month. But we'll get in just a minute. So make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe. And yeah, so guys, what I'm about to show you is Chelsea's fixtures for next season from August 2025 to May 2026. So here we go. And it's going to be on the bottom of your screen right now. So here's guys. These are all the fixtures from August all the way down into May 2026. So there we go. So let's start with the month of August. So in the month of August, we've got Crystal Palace at home, West Ham away, and Fulham at home. Now, this is pretty easy, to be honest with you, because I would have thought that we're going to be facing the likes of Arsenal, in the first day of the game, because I remember we faced the likes of Man City last season on the opening day, Liverpool before that, and I believe it was Tottenham before that or something else. So yeah, tough fixtures on the opening day, but we got Crystal Palace at home, which unfortunately we didn't beat them last season, but we're still unbeaten. We drew to them both home and away, so let's hope we can win. And I remember on the Thomas Tuchel, we faced Crystal Palace on the opening day of the season. We beat them 2-0. And Trevor Chalobah scored, no, sorry, 3-0. And Trevor Chalobah scored on his debut. So, history could repeat himself again. Maybe Trevor Chalobah could score like against Palace like he did in 2020, 2021. So, yeah, we face Crystal Palace at home. Let's hope we can beat them. And let's hope we can still be unbeaten against Palace. It's going to be a tough game because, they the FA Cup winners. And also they play in the Community Shield against Liverpool. So, that's going to be a tough game, but we're at home. We got a good record against Palace, so let's hope we can beat them. West Ham away, you know, in the London derby, yeah, we finally beat West Ham at the London Stadium with fans. We beat them 3-0. I remember Nicholas Jackson scoring, um, you know, twice, I believe, or something like that. And then Cole Palmer scored. So yeah, we beat them 3-0. For the first time, we beat West Ham in a London stadium with fans since 2017. So let's hope we can do it again next season in August. And then Fulham at home. I remember we lost 2-1, and I believe Harry Wilson scored. So yeah, so listen, we need to get revenge because listen, I remember, yeah, we faced Fulham away from home, and then we did the same thing. Fulham were 1-0 up, just like we did, but Chelsea made a comeback and Neto scored, a late winner, just like Harry Wilson did, if you know what I mean. So let's hope we can get revenge. But yeah, we got so those are the games in August: Palace at home, West Ham away, and Fulham at home. Then in September we got Brentford away, and that's usually weird because normally we face Brentford at home and then away. Actually, no. No, it was last season where we had Brentford at home and then Brentford away last season. But yeah, this time it's gonna back to the normal. We face Brentford away and then in September. And yeah, that game, we still yet to do the double over Brentford, since they been in the Premier League because when we first, in 4 years ago, we faced Brentford at home, we beat them 1-0. But then we lost to them at Stamford Bridge. The next season, draw, lost. The last season, we beat them at home finally, but then we drew to them away. So I just hope we can. I just hope that this season could be the first time that we ever done a double over Brentford because it's been quite a while since we've done that. But yeah, we got Brentford away. So you look at this, guys. We've the first four fixtures, or five, I should say. First four of them are in London derbies. Palace at Stamford Bridge, West Ham at the London Stadium, and then Fulham at Stamford Bridge, and then Brentford at Jigita Community Stadium. So you basically got like two West London derbies in a row. Fulham at home and then Brentford away. So the fact that we've got four London derbies in the first four of the five first games is unbelievable. I've no doubt that these games will be live on TV because Palace Sunday 2 p.m. West Ham, that game is always on TV. The same goes for Fulham, especially in the West London derby. And then Brentford away, that's always on TV as well. So I've no doubt. So yeah, the first four games for next season is London derbies and two West London derbies a row, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, so the first four games is London derbies, and hopefully we should be able to win them. Palace we should win because yes, we drew to them, but the likes of, hopefully we can get another striker in, another goalkeeper, likes of Mike Mignan and stuff like that. Hopefully get a left winger because we desperately need the left winger because Madueke was really, really bad, in a game against Los Angeles when we beat them 2-0. We desperately need the left winger though because Mudryk is still suspended and Jadon Sancho has gone back to United. So we desperately do need the left winger. Unless we play Jackson there, but I don't think Enzo Maresca is going to do that. So there we go. So yeah, the first four games hopefully should be at least trophy out of trophy, at least. But then, after that, we got Man United away. And listen, when it comes to Old Trafford, we just have a poor record there in the league. The last time we beat Man United at Old Trafford was 2013 where we beat them 1-0. 2013. It's been like 12 years since we last beat Man United at Old Trafford. Look at Bournemouth. They beat Man United at Old Trafford. Palace as well. Who else? Brentford. Nottingham Forest. Even Wolves have gone to Old Trafford to win. Liverpool as well. Even Mike Tottenham last season. So if them teams can do it, why can't we? So I'm just hope and pray to God that we finally beat Man United at Old Trafford. But that's going to be a tough game because Man United have signed Cunha and Ibremo. And I've no doubt they're going to continue to sign players. So that's going to be a tough game. But fingers crossed that we face Man United in September this year, that this will be the first that we finally get to be Man United at Old Trafford. But I have this sick feeling that's not going to happen. So, and the fact that we got Man United as our fifth fixture, I mean, that is early. I would have had this fixture probably like maybe maybe like in December because when you look at the December fixtures, it's basically just easy teams. I would have had this fixture maybe in December rather than in September, but it is what it is. So yeah, Man United is our fixture. Then we got Brighton at home. I remember, and yeah, and that's the same month because I remember we beat them 4-2. It was basically Palmer 4, Sanchez, Robert Sanchez 2 because Sanchez, was fought for 2 goals when Brighton scored, but Cole Palmer, scored 4 goals in the first half. No player's ever done that in Premier League history. So I don't think it's going to be the same thing, but I would love it. I would love Palmer to do the same thing like he did last season. We beat Brighton 4-2. So yeah, so we got Brighton at home. That game is always tough, but but it looks like we're starting to beat Brighton at home like we never done before. So there we go. So yeah, we got Brighton at home. Of course, these fixtures will be changed because the international break, the Carabao Cup, the Champions League as well, and the FA Cup as well. So these will all change, if you know what I mean. So there we go. So yeah, in the month of October, we got Liverpool at home. Um, of course, we did finally beat Liverpool last season. We beat them 3-1. But yeah, we got Liverpool at home. You know, let's hope we can do that one again. I would love to face Liverpool away first, then at home, if you know what I mean. But they decided to change it back to the normal. So yeah, Liverpool at home. Then we got Nottingham Forest away, which we're starting to have a good record because ever since they came out, Nottingham Forest haven't been Chelsea at the City Ground because in 2023 it was a 1-1 draw. Then last season we beat them 3-2. I mean, sorry, in 2024 we beat them 3-2. Then the final game of the season we beat them 1-0 last season. So yeah, we have a good record at Forest at the City Ground. Obviously, it's going to be a tough game, but let's hope that win continues. So we got Forest away, and weirdly enough, that is different because normally we face Forest at home and then away, but this time we face Forest away, then we got them at home in the month of October. And guess what, guys? We got newly promoted team Sunderland back in the Premier League in 2017, and that game will happen on my birthday because that game will be on October 25th, and that's my birthday. So let's hope that Chelsea and it's at home Sunderland at home. So let's hope Chelsea can win against Sunderland on my birthday. So yeah, man, really happy to see that my team will be playing on my birthday, especially at Stamford Bridge. So there we go. So yeah, Sunderland at home will happen on my birthday, October 25th, which is on a Saturday, of course. So there we go. And then in November, we got Tottenham away, and um, we always beat Tottenham. Yes, they've sacked Ange Postecoglou and brought in Thomas Frank, but no matter what type of managers they have, we always beat them. Tottenham have only beaten Chelsea once at the new stadium, and that was on the Graham Potter. Ever since then, just been wins after wins after wins. So no matter how many matches they get, we always beat Tottenham. Especially at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So there we go. So we got Tottenham away. We got Wolves at home, which of course we did beat them 3-1. But Robert Sanchez, I remember, just didn't do well for Wolves' goal. But yeah, man. And this was the first time we done the double over Wolves since Frank Lampard because we never beat Wolves at the Molineux and we always beat them at home. And, so yeah, listen, I remember the Poch, they done the double over us, but last season we did the double over them. So let's hope that continues, this season. So yeah, we got Wolves at home. We got Burnley away. That's another newly promoted team. And yeah, whenever we face Burnley at the Turf Moor, we destroy them. We usually score like 3 or 4 goals past them, and we always concede though. But usually it's like 3-1 Chelsea or 4-1 Chelsea. So whenever we go to Turf Moor, we beat them. So yeah, Burnley away. Yeah, it will be a tough game, but we always beat them. We always beat Burnley at home. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain of that. But yeah, after that we got Arsenal at home. I just hate the fact here that we always have to face Arsenal at Stamford Bridge first and then at the Emirates Stadium. I just hate the fact. But listen, I just hope here that we can end this winless one against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge because the last time we beat them, also at Stamford Bridge, was in 2018. 7 years ago, when we beat them 3-2 on Saudi. Ever since then, a few draws, mostly it's been draws, a few losses as well. But listen, I just hope here that we can finally beat Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, but it's gonna be a draw again because Arsenal, have signed Zubimendi. It looks like Victor Gyökeres wants to come to Arsenal, so that's gonna be a tough game. But it's at Stamford Bridge, it's a huge London derby, and I just hope we can finally beat Arsenal because whenever we face Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, we don't have a good record. So I just hope and pray that we finally beat Arsenal this season, especially at Stamford Bridge. And funnily enough, the last time we beat Arsenal in the Premier League was in 2021, where we beat them 2-0 at the Emirates Stadium. So it's been quite a while. So I just want Chelsea to finally beat Arsenal. It's whether it's at home or away. I just want that curse to be over at the. But yes, we got Arsenal at home in November, and then look at December. We got 6 games in December. Leeds away, which is the third newly promoted team. Bournemouth away, Everton at home. Because usually we face Everton away then and then Everton at home. So that's changed. Newcastle away. That's gonna be a tough game. We don't have a good record there, so I've know that I have a feeling that we're probably gonna lose there, but hopefully things could change. We got Villa at home. I believe on Boxing Day, or it's on. No, actually, no. I believe it's on the 27th. We got there. Let me just go back to it. Just give me a second, guys. When do we have Aston Villa at home? Yeah, on the 27th. So yeah, it's not on the Boxing Day. Okay, that's after Boxing Day. Okay, fair enough. And then, guys, we got Bournemouth at home. Now I'm gonna get to why I'm confused in just a moment, but let's move on. So yeah, the month of December, you know, is one of the easiest fixtures we've got. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be tough because Leeds away, you know, the last time we went there, we lost 3-0. Bournemouth away, you know, we did beat them last season. It's gonna be tough, but when it comes to Bournemouth away, sometimes we win, sometimes we drew, sometimes we lose. But there you go. Everton at home, we got a good record there. Everton have only beaten us once at Stamford Bridge, so there we go. Newcastle away, that's gonna be tough. Villa at home, we do have a good record against Villa. They did go to Stamford Bridge and did beat us a couple of times, but not like all the time. So there we go. And then Bournemouth at home, yeah. So listen, the only fixtures that are tough is Newcastle away. That's the only one, and maybe Leeds as well because the hatred between Chelsea and Leeds is just real. It really is real. So maybe those are the fixtures that's going to be tough. But Bournemouth away should be a win. Everton at home, that should be a win. Villa at home, win. And then Bournemouth at home, we should win those games. So it's only Newcastle and Leeds are tough, but the rest of them, we should get wins. So the fact that in the month of December, we got 6 games, 6 in the festive period for 2025, boy, I'm not quite sure. In fact, let me just look at the dates for that one. Let me just have a quick look because to have like 6 games in the month of December, and look at this. So yeah, we got Leeds on the 3rd of December, then Bournemouth. Oh yeah, there is midweek games as well, so that probably makes sense. So there we go. So yeah, but 6 games in the month of December, that is a lot of games. But there will be midweek games because the internationals um when the international break is over in November, there will be no more until the month of March. So that probably makes sense. So the fact that we have 6 games in the month of December is crazy, but we do have Champions League. So as well. So maybe there are some games where we're going to be playing so yeah, let me just have a quick look. So yeah, so we got Leeds on the 3rd, Bournemouth on the 6th, and then we have Champions League. 13th of December, we got Everton. Then we also have Champions League. Newcastle away on the 20th of December. Then we have Champions League. 27th of and that's our fellow Champions. I actually know because it depends on the Carabao Cup as well. Then we got Villa at home on the 27th, and then Bournemouth at home on the 30th of December. So there we go on that one. So yeah, 6 games in December is crazy, but it is what it is. And then as we and then on 3rd of January 2026, we got Man City away. And you know what? That's going to be a tough game, but deep down, I'm happy. And do you know why? Because usually we face Man City at Stamford Bridge first, and then away to the Etihad. But this time we got Man City away, and then they'll have to face us in April. At Stamford Bridge. So obviously facing Man City is going to be tough, but let's hope. I'm really hoping that when we face Man City at Stamford Bridge, that we can beat them because it's been quite a while since like the last time we beat Man City was in 2021, and that was in the Champions League. That was the last time we beat Man City. So it's getting close to like so it's been like 4 years now since we last beat Man City. So obviously it's gonna be a tough game, but I just hope that when we face Man City at home, that we can finally beat them. So it's gonna be tough, but then we got Man City away, then we got Fulham away, and yes, we always beat Fulham at home. The last time we can remember when they beat us is where João Felix got a red card on his debut, and that was in 2023. But yeah, ever since then, and we beat Fulham 2-0, and then last season 2-1. So yeah, West London Derby is tough, but we always beat Fulham at Craven Cottage, and we have a good record there. So there we go. We got Brentford at home, so that's another West London Derby. Obviously, we did beat them 2-1 um, last season. So let's hope. I just hoping that we can, you know, do the double over Brentford, like I said before. So there we go. So yeah, we do have Bournemouth at home. In fact, we've look at this, guys. Just like we've got four London derbies, you know, you know, from August to September, we got the same thing in January. Fulham away, Brentford at home, Palace away, and then West Ham at home. So four London derbies, in a row, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, so yeah, January. The only top fixture is Man City, but after that, we got some pretty, good games, and hopefully we can win those games. So there we go. So yeah, Fulham, Brentford, Palace, and West Ham, four London derbies again in a row, which is absolutely crazy. In the month of February, we got Wolves away. That's gonna be tough, but there's no Matheus Cunha, so and I remember Madueke said Wolverhampton is shit, and he proved that. So let's hope. So I would love Madueke to do the same thing. I want him to say something different and then perform like that, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we got Wolves away. We got Leeds United at home. So yeah, that's gonna be a tough game. But Leeds United, good team, but I'm confident that we're gonna beat them. Then we got Burnley at home. I remember the last time we faced them, I believe we were 2-0 up, and then we drew 2-2. So yeah, we bottled that game. So let's hope we can get revenge on Burnley at home in February. Then we got Arsenal away at the Emirates Stadium. Yeah, yeah, tough game, but listen, it is what it is. Like I said, I just hope that we can finally beat Arsenal when we face Arsenal on Stamford Bridge. Hopefully, we can finally beat them. Not only for the first time since 2021, but also at Stamford Bridge for the first time since 2018. So I just hate the fact that we always don't beat Arsenal. So fingers crossed. Hopefully, this is the season we finally beat Arsenal. Whether it's a home or away, I don't care. Just let me just come on, Chelsea, please. Just finally beat Arsenal if you can, please. This season, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Then yeah, in the month of March we got Villa away, Villa Park, tough game, very tough game. So Villa Park is still unbeaten. Only Arsenal have gone to Villa Park and beaten, you know, as Aston Villa at Villa Park last season. Ever since then, Man City lost, Tottenham lost, Liverpool drew, Man United drew, Chelsea have lost. So yeah, Villa Park is going to be a tough game. So, but let's hope we can get revenge. Newcastle at home, Newcastle, they've got only one win as well, and that was in 2012 when Papi Cisse scored twice, and that second goal for me was absolutely outrageous. But yeah, we do have a good record at Newcastle at Stamford Bridge, so I have confidence that we're gonna beat them. And then we got Everton away, and we're gonna be playing in the new stadium. What's their stadium called again? Because it used to be Moore Park, but now they called it something else. Everton. Yeah, Dickinson Stadium. Like, yeah, we got Everton before the international break in the new stadium, which is the Dickenham Stadium. So, yeah, listen, that's gonna be a very interesting game. Like, that stadium has about 52,888 capacity. So, yeah, that's gonna be very, very interesting to see. But that is gonna be a tough game because sometimes we have a poor record against Everton at Goodison Park, But listen, when we face Tottenham in a new stadium, we beat them. So yeah, whenever we go to new stadiums, we always tend to like beat those teams. So let's hope that we face Everton in a new stadium called the Dickinson Stadium. Let's hope we can spoil their party. Of course, that's not their first fixture at the new stadium, but this will be the first time I chose to have to travel into the new stadium. So let's just hope that we can go there and get our first win at the new stadium before the international break in March. So there we go. So yeah, in April, look at this, guys. April is the most difficult fixture ever. Because look who we got in April's. We got Man City. We got both Manchester clubs at home. Man City first, then Manchester United. Like, both Manchester clubs are going to Stamford Bridge in April. Absolutely crazy. I would have thought to myself that we'll probably face Man City at home and then Man United away. But we're facing two Manchester clubs, in April. So that means we don't have to travel far. So there we go. But listen, Man City at home, like I said, tough game. But let's hope that just like we beat Liverpool at Stamford Bridge, which we never done before, let's hope we could do the same thing against Manchester City. So there we go. So yeah, it's at Stamford Bridge, and let's hope we can finally beat them, just like we did Liverpool last season. So there we go. We got Man United at home. Listen, back-to-back wins at Stamford Bridge. 4-3 on the potch, one on last season. So our record against Man United at Stamford Bridge are starting to look a bit good. Back-to-back wins. So let's hope we can beat Man United for the third time in a row at Stamford Bridge. So there we go. It's a tough game, but Man United right now, depending on what they do this season, let's hope we can beat them again. So there we go. And then we got Brighton away. Brighton away is always tough. It really is tough because last season we lost 3-0, and yeah, that the and listen, Brighton have a good record against the big six teams at the Amex Stadium. They beat Man City, they beat Liverpool, they beat Tottenham, they drew to Arsenal. Who else? They beat Man United and they beat Chelsea. You know what I mean? So Brighton had 5 wins and 1 draw against the Big Six. If they would have beaten Arsenal, they would have had a perfect record at the Amex Stadium against the Big Six. So yeah, that game is tough. It really is tough. Brighton away. I just hope we can get revenge and don't do something stupid. So there we go. And then finally in the month of May, boy, some tough games. Really tough games. It's only the Forest at home. I mean, sorry, it's only Liverpool away that's tough. That's the only tough game. So yeah, Liverpool away is the only tough game. Forest at home, um we have a poor record at Stamford Bridge against Forest, so let's hope that ends. We face them at Stamford Bridge in May. Tottenham at home, yes, it's tough, but we have a good record. Only one win. Tottenham only have one win in 33 games at Stamford Bridge. So that game is tough, but we always beat Tottenham. Then on the final day, we got Sunderland away, the Stadium of Light, on the final day of the season, newly promoted team. So that game is going to be tough because newly promoted, like whenever it comes to like Sunderland, if let's say let's say they're 18th place, but they're on the same points, as maybe the likes of West Ham. If that happens, yeah, then let's say, Sunderland will want to win on the final day of the season so that they can stay up. So even though I think Chelsea, you know, are gonna go to the stadium think this is an easy game, it's not, because imagine Sunderland, when sorry, yeah, 18th place, but they realize that if they win against Chelsea, they might stay up. So facing Sunderland, a newly promoted team away from home on the final day, that's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be tough, but you know when but when it comes to newly promoted teams last season, we did the double over Leicester, Southampton, and who else? Who else? And Southampton, yeah, Leicester, Southampton. Oh yeah, we didn't do the double over Ipswich, so that's the only thing. So let's hope that we do the double over Burnley, Leeds United, and Sunderland, the newly promoted team. So there we go. So yeah, those are the final. So yeah, so Sunderland away. So yeah, Crystal Palace will be our first game, and Sunderland away will be our final game. So there we go. So yeah, man, that is all the Premier League fixtures for next season. So just before I end this video, I'm gonna give you guys. I want you guys to look at the month of December, because Bournemouth away and Bournemouth at home. Like, I'm so confused. Like, why are we facing Bournemouth both home and away on the same month? Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like, if we would have faced, like, let's say maybe West Ham in December and then Bournemouth at home in January, then that makes sense. But the fact that we have to face Bournemouth both home and away in the month of December 2025, it makes no sense. I'm so confused why we're facing Bournemouth both home and away in the same month. Like, it makes no sense to me. That's the only thing I'm confused. But if you guys want to know which game do I think is a bit easy, you have to say August, and maybe, yeah, probably August, because like I said, December, the only tough games is Newcastle and Leeds United. That's the only tough games. The rest of them are fine. But August, we got Palace, West Ham, and Fulham. Always going to be a tough game, but listen, and Brentford away as well. So but yeah, the month of August, we should be winning 3 games in a row. We should do. We should do. If I'm looking at the harder games, it might have to be April, because we got Man City at home. Then yeah, April and May, I should say, because we got Man City at home, Man United at home, Brighton away, then Liverpool and Sunderland. Those are the really tough games. It's only Forest and Tottenham where I will say, yeah, we're gonna win, because we have a good record against Tottenham, and Forest don't have a good. Well, they do have a good record, but not really that much. Only have one win against Chelsea since they came into the Premier League. So there we go. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. So yeah, guys, that is it. That is all the Chelsea's fixtures from August all the way down into May. So let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Which you think is the easiest game, and which you think is the tough game, and what you make of this fixture in December. We have to face Bournemouth home, away, and home in the month December in the same month. So let me know what you guys think of that. Do you think it's a good idea, or do you guys are you guys confused like I am? Because I really don't get it. I really don't get why I have to face Bournemouth away and home on the same month. It doesn't make any sense. But let me know your thoughts on that as well. So yeah, guys, that is Chelsea's fixtures. It's been announced today, and yeah, let's see what Chelsea do in against really potent teams and some tough teams as well. Let's hope we can finally beat us. Let's fingers crossed that we can finally beat Arsenal, and and also Man City, because we don't have a good record. Like, we finally beat Liverpool as well, but when it comes to Man City and Arsenal, those are the teams that Chelsea still have to win. Back to back wins against Man United. We always beat Tottenham, and yes, we did beat Liverpool, but it's only Arsenal and Man City that Chelsea still have to win. And fingers crossed, hopefully it will be this season. So let's hope we can beat Arsenal and Man City when it comes to Stamford Bridge. So there we go. So yeah, man, it is what it is. But so yeah, looking forward to the Sunderland game that will be happening on my birthday, which is October 25th, 2025. And yeah, and like I said before, these would all change because the Champions League, the FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup, depending on how far we go in that competition as well. So there we go. But yeah, man, make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And yeah, so guys, that is it for this video. Those are all the fixtures in the bottom of your screen. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on it. And yeah, we'll see what Chelsea can do. From August on 2025 up until May 2026, and we'll see how Chelsea can do in terms of the league position. So there we go. Yeah, man. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And yeah, in a bit, people. Peace and up the Chelsea.